To show you how to add or edit news items, I'll be using AlienTrick.com as an example. Depending on your website, you'll have one or more ways to show news. For example, AlienTrick.com has news on its homepage and on a dedicated news page. Each news item will contain an icon that will let you edit the news item directly, but you can also go to Administer Website and find News in the menu. This will show you a complete list of all the news items that are currently in the website. You can edit using the pencil icon, duplicate, or delete using the red cross. A news item obviously has to have a title, which is the first field, an author, which is automatically generated by the CMS, depending on which user you are logged in with, but is also editable. And you'll have the content of the news item. You can focus on the field and you'll see the editor, so you can add images, change text, and so on. There's also a summary field. Depending on your website, some news lists may use the summary field, but this is optional. When editing a news item, you can choose to publish it directly using Status Live. Publish it as a concept, which means you can only see it on your website when you are logged into the CMS. Or hide it completely, which will mean it's invisible on the website, but only visible on the table screen using the news menu, which you just saw. Obviously, a news item will have a language. You can add news items per language and a category. Your website probably has a news view, which might show one or more categories. A category can change the place where the news item is shown. For example, AlienTrick.com has a category home, which will mean the news item will be shown on the home page, and a category news, which shows it on the news page. This may be different in your own website. News items can have one or more images. You can edit images using the pencil icon or delete, or add new. You can either choose images that are in your website already or upload using the upload button. Click select. You can also change the order of the images. And you can choose when your news item will be online. This can be a date in the future, and it will automatically be published on this date. Or you can decide that the news item should be hidden after a certain date, which is show until. You'll need to check and select the date. If this date is passed, it will automatically become invisible in the website, but will still be visible in the table view we just saw. A new news item will always be on top of the news list, but you can force an item to stay on top using keep on top or keep on top until a certain date. If this date is passed, the news item will automatically go back to where it was supposed to be if this wasn't checked. Some news items may have attachments. This depends on your website. It's possible to link social media accounts. If this is something you'd like, you can contact AlienTrick, which allows new news items to be automatically posted on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter. If your website has this, it will be shown here, and you can check on which social media you'd like it published. News items can have their own meta description, which will show up in Google, and search terms, which will be used to search within the website. You might find this news item. Or you can decide to not have news item show up in Google at all, which is no follow and no index. And it might have a canonical URL if it is the same news item as another news item, but that's more SEO practice, so you might not use that at all. When you're done, you can press the Save button or Save plus New to save your changes and open a new item if you're adding a lot of news items at the same time.